Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 4th grade concept of types of triangles. This is standard 4.6c in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 17 off the 2021 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we need to know what type of triangle. They're going to list 3 of them here: obtuse, acute, right, or then just maybe there's none of these, has perpendicular sides. So we need to list our 3 different types of triangles. So let's do that here. We've got obtuse. They give us acute and right. So these are our 3 different types of triangles if we're describing them by the angle measure. Now, let's look at this right here. This is a right angle, and everything we do in regards to angles has to do with this right angle. Some people call it a right angle. You can also call it by its measurement in degrees. It's a 90-degree angle. I always like to think of it as a square corner, because it's easy to visualize a square or a rectangle and what that corner looks like. And that's what a right angle is. It's got one that is straight up and one that is straight across. Even if it's rotated a little bit, you could kind of make it look like this, but sometimes they'll put that little square in there. Those are right angles. So obtuse triangles have one obtuse angle, and obtuse angles are greater than 90. So that's one thing. So obtuse is just any angle that is larger than 90, and then it's got 2 acute angles. So it's got one big fat angle kind of like this. Think of it like this. Look how big that is. It's a very strange looking triangle. They don't always have to be that big, but it's got one angle that is larger than 90 degrees. Acute is the opposite. It's less than 90 degrees. So everything goes back to that 90 degrees, and we're measuring, are these angles larger or smaller than 90? So acute has all 3 acute angles. There are many different ways that we can make acute triangles. Sometimes they just kind of look like this. Sometimes it can be a little bit more tall and skinny. But if you were to measure each of these angles, you would see that they are less than that square corner. And so there's, like I said, a whole bunch of different ways to kind of get it done. But those are acute. And so we have now right, and that obviously that's equal 90. So that's what we've got there. It has one right angle, and then it's got 2 acute. So it's kind of like the obtuse, except, and you swap out the obtuse for the right, but the other 2 are going to be acute. So this original drawing that we had, we could easily make that into a triangle. And we could also kind of do it like this. It can have one short, one long side. That's fine. But as long as you've got that square corner, that 90 degrees, you're good to go. So those are our 3 different types of triangles. Now, we have got to define that, perpendicular sides. So perpendicular sides look kind of like this. That's perpendicular. And if you're trying to remember parallel, that's the one usually that goes with it. They kind of look, they go here, they never touch. I always think that the 2 L's within parallel are actually parallel. Perpendicular sides intersect, and they intersect with a very special type of angle. They actually make a right angle. So intersecting lines that form a 90-degree angle. And we know what makes a 90-degree angle. It is this right angle. So these are right angles right here, which means we could turn these intersecting lines, if we wanted to, we can turn these into 2 triangles. And our answer here is C, right triangle.